Yo, here's how to make the best, and I tell you the best demonic impulse Shadowhunter build for Lost Ark. So let's just get straight into the point. For your stat points, you want to start with high crit, but not too high. You want your specialization out the roof. You want your specialization as high as you can get it. Especially in early game, you want your specialization stupid high, and you want your swiftness decent. Yeah, you want your swiftness decently high. So this you're not, it's not gonna look like this yet for you, but like it should be pretty high. You should have your specialization pretty high. So for your engravings, you want demonic impulse, keen blunt weapon, and cursed doll for sure. Raid captain and where's grudge at? Grudge are both optional. Yeah, raid captain and grudge are both optional, but if you prefer grudge over cursed doll, then you can use grudge instead of cursed doll. But for my build, I use demonic impulse, cursed doll, and keen blunt. But you definitely want these. You want keen blunt max, you want cursed doll max, and you want demonic impulse max. If you had grudge, you would want it max 2, but at least get raid captain to +2. And if you have adrenaline, that's another good one. You can get it at least to +2. So with all the engravings and the stats out the way, this is what you want your skills to look like. So demonic slash, +4, excellent mobility. Dust impact 10, and these demonic clone, you want these +10. Rising claw, only +4 for this, and you want naively honest. For demon vision, this is getting a little tricky. So for my demon vision, I have gale wind. Gale wind makes you cast faster. So demon vision by default is a cast ability, but when you get the +10, you get instant discharge, which you can automatically cast. But for me, I use overflowing power because I have gale wind, and overflowing power does more damage. But I also cast faster on top of that because of this rune. So if you don't have gale wind, or maybe you have it blue, maybe you want to use instant discharge. But if you have blue or purple, you can use demon vision with overflowing power, but you definitely want a +10. Demon's grip, you also want +10, and it'll be good if you had a bleed rune on it, but like you don't need a bleed rune. But yeah, demon's grip +10. Howl's good. So yeah, Howl is good. So you want Howl +10, but Howl is more like an AOE focused ability, but you definitely want Howl. And decimate, you do want a +10, but I just don't have the skill points for it yet. So I have +8 right now with these. But when you get +10, you want cruel hand. Alright, that's it for those. For their awakening, it's up to you. You can either use Gate Eruption or Fallen Ruin, but I say use Fallen Ruin because of the you're gonna be in Shadow Burst for most of the mode, or for most of your game if you have high specialization. So you probably want to use Fallen Ruin. So here is a demonstration of some damage you can do with this build. So as you can tell, that is some pretty big damage, especially when you're early game. You're not too far. Let's say you're like at a level 13, 20. It will definitely be good if you have a build like this to get you going, especially in the new raids coming out. And yeah, you definitely want, definitely want demonic impulse build. Perfect suppression is okay, but I think demonic impulse is just better. better engraving for Shadowhunter. But yeah, that's it for the most part. Hopefully you consider this build and use it. Honestly, it's a pretty good build, but it'll take a lot of grinding to get the engravings, of course, and the stat points. But it's worth your while for sure.